Range, and we've got entertainment news coming up for you. Music lovers out there, Erykah Badu is back. I don't know if you've heard. I know a lot of you like her music. She's kind of been under a lot of scrutiny lately, though, for her latest music video. It was shot guerrilla style, and basically it's like raw footage, like unedited, you know, like a basic camera that you get like with a flip phone, cell phone, something like that. And basically, you know, it's a short little video, and the thing that got her under much scrutiny is she not only takes off all of her clothes and is bare naked in front of like families, kids, old elderly people, but she gets assassinated Kennedy style in Dallas, Texas, where it happened. And so, you know, this is a Republican state, you know, kind of, she's got like a lot of backlash from this. And she went on BET the other day and explained that it had like a symbolic meaning to her, where it's basically like she's been gone for a long time, but she's back now, and she was doing away with her old self. And she said that, you know, when you reborn, that you do away with the old you. And so she said that her being shot at the end of the video symbolizes rebirth. So I know some of y'all might not have seen that, but like, how do you feel about that? Like, do you think that was disrespectful for her to do that where Kennedy was shot at?
I mean, I haven't seen the video, but from what I understand, it sounds kind of disrespectful. I mean, I'm from Dallas, and I've driven through that spot, and like every time I'm like with one of my parents, you know, they were alive whenever Kennedy got shot, like they always start talking about it, like what a hard thing it was for the country to get over, you know. He was a very honorable man. I'm not saying that Erykah Badu isn't, but you know, like she's an honorable woman. And you know, I just think
cut off her hair, but she did cut off all her hair.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't agree with that, you know, because the fact of the matter is, like, JFK wasn't reborn, like, he died there.
Instantly.
You know, like, instantly. Yeah, like, you know, just like, I don't know. I don't like that. She could have symbolized it in some other manner. Like, there are much easier ways and, you know, more appropriate ways to do it.
I mean, obviously, Erykah Badu. To me, she has some pretty good music. Remember growing up as a kid, I listened to her a little bit. I mean, she pretty much called out every brother and called him Tyrone. But pretty much other than that, she could have went another way with that whole video and whatnot. And usually, like when people try to rid themselves of their demons, they either
don't reenact an assassination.
Well, I mean, yeah, you got a point right there, but like, I mean, they usually try to take a different approach. I mean, I wouldn't say go to the exact location and then just come ass out and just say, hey, I'm trying to change myself or something like that.
Yeah.
But if she claims she knows what she was doing, Lord help her, please.
Yeah, I'm one for history, and these guys, you know, Chris and JB know I took time away from our Disney trip to attend the Hall of Presidents at Disney World. So that was pretty cool. And one thing is that, you know, with that going to that particular spot, with that being, you know, the site of the JFK assassinations, it gets very, very touching. I've seen that. I've seen the videos. I've seen almost all the, you know, the A&E specials about it, the History Channel specials, you know, the conspiracy shows and stuff. I've been keeping up with that. I like to watch that and stuff. And so, you know, with that being said, Erykah Badu going back there, I mean, I used to love Erykah Badu. She was great, you know, great music and stuff. But to say you've been gone a long time and you come back in a fashion of the site of the JFK assassination, I've never driven through it before, but I would love to, just to kind of feel the history about it. But at the same time, you know, to do something like that was kind of, you know, kind of irresponsible. And I heard she didn't even have permits to shoot the video. So I mean, that's also, you know, that's really bad there. Because you all know if you're gonna shoot somewhere, you need a permit to say you can shoot there. And the fact that they didn't get a permit to do this place kind of says she kind of knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as far as her being naked in public or whatever, I mean, people have done it before. Case in point, last year, I don't know these people in particular, but there was a video shot by a man and a woman named Matt and Kim. They did pretty much the same type of video where they got naked in public, and there was no backlash or anything that came upon them. So for her to do it, I don't care really too much where it was at, whether it was where he got assassinated or whether it was just some random person got assassinated. It don't matter. I mean, it's just the place. I mean, just because the president got assassinated there doesn't mean that it's all of a sudden a holy ground and nobody can do anything in that given spot.
But we all know, you know, you got to remember what happened to the nation at that point in time. I mean, you're talking about a nation that went on high alert,
Yeah.
high terrorist alert. Because remember, that was in the middle of the Cold War.
Yep.
You know,
Like, what if someone would have done that, like, on the side of, like, 9/11?
I put it to
Or
you.
MLK.
Yeah.
At the same hotel room where MLK got shot, if somebody stood outside naked on that balcony, nobody would give a damn. So why
But
would
then,
they
like,
care about this point? And
Reenacted the
And
assassination?
MLK was just as important as John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
So it really
Yeah.
doesn't even matter to me. Because I can go in that same particular hotel room and just walk outside butt naked, stand out there and wave or do whatever and just fall and nobody's going to give me no grief.
And then shoot yourself?
It doesn't matter. I mean, it's an art.
No.
Music is an art. And there's always a purpose behind a music video. And until we all know exactly what the purpose of the music video was, we can't really say nothing about it. They just going off of where it was at and what happened at that point in time, or what happened at that specific spot.
and I do believe that she was trying to make a music video there, but there were no lyrics involved to it. You know what I mean? And I think that's
You'd
what
be
happened.
surprised. I mean, like, it depends.
She
on
did
how
have
people
like a
react.
deeper meaning. Like she went
A
on,
lot
like,
of people ain't know about the same.
she went on to 106 in Park, and she explained this whole state of like non-conformance, where you were like, she says, okay, today in society, we like, let's say it was like you four and like a whole bunch of other people were right in front of Surfing Steve, and y'all were protesting something, and I came up and didn't even know what was going on, but just because everybody else was doing it, if I joined along, I'm like, oh yeah, fight the man, stick it to the man. It's just like, you know, like I see everybody, if you see somebody else doing something, then you're gonna do it too. And she was saying that she had to break herself away from that and do her own thing, like no matter what, like anybody else says. She said she called her family and was like, hey, look, I'm gonna do this. I hope you know that it does not reflect you at all. It reflects me as an individual, not my family. I don't speak for the black community. She asked her kids about it, and you know, they weren't tripping. And so she felt like, you know, maybe we don't understand what was the deeper meaning yet, but it had like some type of symbolic meaning, you know.
Man, I get what Steven's saying, but let's take a lighter side of this. You know, back then in the 90s, she used to wear the goofiest shit as far as clothes. So mainly her getting naked, maybe that was probably like, she probably did herself a favor. I mean, because the wardrobe back then was just like, I mean, then like the people who used to get with her, like Common, she had them looking like Andre 3000. Then she got with Andre 3000. You saw how that trend worked out. That's for a lighter side of this.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, people did talk about
I'm just
Common
saying
because they said when they started dating, like, oh, they started making fun of the way he dressed because, you know, he wasn't wearing the baggy stuff. It was a little bit more fitted and tight.
Mm-hmm.
He still make good music.
Yeah. But I mean, before anybody can judge anything that any musician does, artist or whatever, you gotta know the meaning of songs, because you know people nowadays, they listen to songs. Case in point, like Jay-Z. I love Jay-Z. Jay-Z to me is one of the best rappers, is in fact the best rapper alive. But people that listen to him, they don't understand that half the time he's talking about masonry stuff. So I mean, you got to know what the person is talking about before you can just go off and just judge what they do. Or in music videos, case in point, Beyonce in her video when she had the little goat head on one of the things that she was wearing. So you just got to know what they're doing.
I think this is just, you know, a video that was released before the music video was released, and that's why there's a big hoopla about it. There's no lyrics to it.
No, it is lyrics to it. It's like
Oh, I heard it was no lyrics to it.
it's no, she's not rapping or anything like that. It's like the video with music over it.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Thumbs Down here on the range.